Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Who's Talk, where conversations get deep and intellectual. I'm your host, Artemis Caldwell, founder and CEO of Who Is Incorporated, one of the baddest nonprofits out there. If you don't know, now you know. We are trying to make the world a better place. Always with me, Cam, making his comeback. You know what I'm saying? Always good to see you, brother. You always dropping gems.
Long time no see.
Yeah, brother, yeah. And then making her first debut on Who's Talk. Everybody, please give a warm welcome to J Money, aka Jada, aka Lil Baby J. What's poppin'? Well, just to let you know, Jada, coming on to the show, thank you. Who's Talk, where we just try to push the culture, get people to talk about deep intellectual things, such as nothing too major. A lot of people be a little intimidated on coming on to the show, feeling like they gotta know a lot, but we ain't about that. It's all about positive change and really, you know, putting forth the effort to make a change to people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I appreciate you coming on. Yeah, Cam, it's always good to see you, brother. On this episode, y'all, I want to talk about toxic parenting because a lot of this is going on, and like when I say that, a lot of people aren't understanding what I mean. Like when I say toxic parenting, I'm not saying we go against our parents, be disrespectful, this, that, and the third. I'm talking about like toxic parenting being like, everybody being raised by their mom, and now like the system took out the dads, or you know what I'm saying, or our dads had to make some choices to like feed their families or by do any means, you know what I'm saying. Now being raised by our mother, she kind of like throw dirt on our dad's name, you know what I'm saying.
I know.
and it's just like, man, y'all, you can't do that. But some of them deserve it. Some of them deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Some of them deserve it. But like,
it's not all of them though.
No. But I know when under the pressure of like having to go to work, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like in agreement to like, I'm finna go left with this one, like hitting your lady or anything like that is never okay. That's never okay. But on the tip of like, I know how the system works on a black man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So Cam, I know we was talking a little bit off air. If you could, bro, just like throw in a little bit of, because I feel like it's post-traumatic slavery syndrome to where like black people we deal with. Now we got to go to work, try to put on a face. They talking to me crazy, and then I'm not getting the respect when I come back home. So now I don't have no place in sanctuary. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden I can't do anything. So now my hands bind. So now you got drug problems, or the booming in the 80s, you know what I'm saying, where like jobs leaving the city, you know what I'm saying. And it's just like underneath that we find out we got Ronald Reagan who doing the 3 strikes you're out, or excuse me, Bill Clinton, 3 strikes you're out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, what do we do when, like, as young people, like, for real, what is it that we do? Like, how can we, like, defend ourselves against our parents or that type of mindset?
That's a complicated question to answer, especially because, okay, I'm gonna take the people like 18 and under. So you're in a situation where a lot of black people since slavery equate pain with love, because all we've ever felt was pain, and we've never felt real love because we've never been safe. We've always been oppressed. We've always been under constant misery. So the parent is going to transfer that to the child intentionally or unintentionally. So that's why we have to break the psychological chains of slavery, because all we're going to do is create another generation of mentally, I don't want to say this, mentally challenged children
to be parents.
who, like to Dr. Umar's point, like they could just blow a person's brain out with no remorse.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It just,
You're not in your right state of mind. You're mentally crazy. Maybe not due to any fault of your own that you can do that with no remorse. So that's when I say we equate pain with love. And that's why I low-key think why black people like to play fight and stuff like that. I low-key think that's just another offspring of that too. Because me personally, I don't like to play fight. I don't like putting my hands on another woman. Because I know that could like lead to some domestic violence, and we do not need any more black people in the system.
But again, like as you see, like that's in our upbringing. So like play fighting, and then as young men, I know it's acceptable for us to play fight. You know what I'm saying? And then love taps when we in school. Now all of a sudden, them love taps turn into but he like you when he pulling on your hair, slapping you on your booty. But now, when we get out into the real world, when y'all is, that's sexual assault, that's harassment, hey, that's domestic violence, you know what I'm saying? But no one is trained that boy to keep that in check, nor that girl to monitor, like, what's good and what's not. You see what I'm saying?
it's just now females, they like stuff like that. They don't, want a real man or nothing like that. They want somebody to do that, and when he do it to another female, they just be like, on that other type of thing. When they think it's something real and it's not, because they confuse love taps with
infatuation type of love and lust.
Yeah.
I feel that. And see, again, that's all like I said, like coming up. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, Cam, we associate pain with love. We even heard that in our music.
Yep, that's all it is.
You know, so breaking that cycle. So again, but y'all, we ain't tackling that question. My parent is dumping all this trash about like my dad or my mother. Let's just use the example because a lot of us come from a single mother. You know what I'm saying? Single mom that's going rampant in the black community. Shout out to all good moms, all moms that got to do it on their own, all moms that's handling business. You know what I'm saying? It's always good. Mother's Day is not even close to appreciation. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all moms. But to the ones that's like not, that's you ain't gonna be nothing when you grow up, this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? Making life hard for people, like, or making life hard for their children, like, what? Go for it.
What I feel like when mothers do that, it's like, it's when they see that you're doing better than how they used to be.
So they like,
and they like to,
you.
and they try to make you feel some type of way, and then you might be like, well, maybe my mom right, and you ended up listening to your mother and then messing yourself up in the long run.
Okay.
Cause it's not good. But it's just, I feel like from what I have seen, mothers do that to their child because they don't want their child to be better than them at all, period. So they make you feel some type of way, so you will listen to them, and then once you get older and along the line, they like, when they're over you, they like, I told you weren't gonna do this, or I told you weren't gonna do that.
But they already deterred you from that path in the first place. So now that you like, well, if you would never told me to do this, but now it'd be too late because you can't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. So all right, Cam, as a young man, how do we being raised by our mom, like now hearing it from Jada, if we could, like, if y'all feel like showing y'all age, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm 25. Me and my mom have a complicated relationship to where we don't need, like, we speak only on when on need be basis. You know what I'm saying? And it's to the point where some people find that like super disrespectful. Like, oh, I can't believe you only do that with your parents, this and the third. But like,
They don't.
But look, again, I'm 25. You're 19. Cam, 23. Again, see, we're all young, so our perception is gonna be kind of the same.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't see anything wrong with it, but my older peers, they like, you gotta talk, because they hit me with the line, they could be gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's just, I get what they're saying, but they just don't understand how it feels to us.
Right.
When we get told, oh, this and that, it hurts. And they don't understand that stuff hurt, and it makes you not want to, because it's easy. My daddy always told me it's easy for family to fall out. And it really is. Me and my mama, complicated relationship over something really stupid. We don't talk. And now to this day, we don't talk at all. I don't see her. No. That's done now.
Okay.
It's something else we got to deal with. We, as a youth, are not just going to take disrespect. Like, I saw a post that said, and it's true, like, black parents and, like, their parents and, like, the elders, they think it's disrespectful to let them disrespect you.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
If you want me to respect you, you got to respect me.
Exactly.
But playing devil's advocate here, but I'm your elder. I don't got, you supposed to respect me. That's how it's supposed to go.
And you're supposed to respect me.
I
it
get
goes
that,
hand in
but-
hand. It's a two-way street.
What Cam's saying.
So-
I feel it.
We just not gonna be accepting disrespect just because you older than me. It don't work like that.
I feel that.
Because that's
At all.
some things are very offensive. What people say, I'm not gonna hold my tongue for nobody.
And then it's a Bible quote. I wish I had it. It says, respect your mother and father so that your days may be long. I love to hear that one, but I like to catch people finish the quote though. That they hate that, because on the back end of it is, and fathers, don't aggravate your sons by doing, it's like, don't aggravate your sons by pestering him, by messing with him.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? And it's so like, okay, if y'all gonna throw that quote out there like that, why don't you finish the whole verse? Because me just giving you respect and you just using religion or the Bible or using your tools against me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? To try to get me into shape, when really it's just like, bro, if we could just talk to each other like regular people, regular human beings, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't gotta respect me as your equal, but you could just respect me as just a person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of parents, I would say, get confused with parenting versus belonging versus involving. I don't belong to you, but you're involved in my life. You know what I'm saying? And we choose to be involved in each other's life.
Right.
My life doesn't belong to you and vice versa.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like this day and age, I'm finding out a lot of us gotta, within just my age group, just being 25, we gotta depend on ourselves.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because like our parents is like you said, envious, to where they don't, oh well, you feel like you being disrespectful, you talking up. So now you gotta get out of my house.
Or it's just, I'm sorry.
No, go for it. You got it.
It's just like, say for instance, your tone of your voice or your form of language to your person, not to a person, your parent, might seem disrespectful to them, but coming out of your mouth is not disrespectful.
Right. And I feel like instead of sitting me down and telling me, like, just break it down like, hey, I feel you shouldn't talk like this, and the third one, boom, you don't do that. You come back with lashes.
Yeah, and then they take it to the next level, and then the next level, they boom. That's when that toxic parenting comes into place.
And when we say that, just more so because I believe a parent, you all night, like, we ain't, none of us in here got kids, but like, it's on the tip when I feel if you're preparing for a day or preparing for a kid, like, your mind got to be right. You got to be on the tip of, I'm ready to give love. And I know that's easier said than done, but the tone of which I'm here for you. I don't want anything against you, this and the third, because I know a lot of single mothers who don't even mention the dad. The kid is just super happy. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, and the mother tell the kid, like, I'm not keeping your father away from you. If he choose to be in your life, he choose to.
Right.
But that's on him. I'm not gonna talk bad about him. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Some things just happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, two things. Well, for one,
Go for it, bro.
a lot of people only want to use parts of the Bible that fit their narrative.
Uh-huh.
That's one. And then two, we as the youth, we gotta protect our mental space, no matter if you are a family or not.
True.
So we gonna have to, if we have to love you from a distance, we just gonna have to do that.
Yeah, you right
Because
about
we
that.
would not be in harmful, toxic environments just because you are a family, biological family. It do not work like that.
Yeah.
Like,
I
people
feel
can get cut off whether you're biological family or not. And now on you said, let's go to the other side of that argument, where women deliberately keep their fathers from their children.
Yes.
Mhm.
And then they lie to their kids about your father isn't doing anything. And then come to find out the child is originally mad at the father. But then later on in life they find out that it was the mother's fault.
Right.
And now they're vindictive towards the mother.
But look,
Right.
but even after that, what blows my mind is, even after all that, the child is still forced to forgive the parent for such a wrong. And
Right.
and look, bro, and then the only reason they have it, or not even an excuse or like the apology, is because, oh well, I'm your parent, so you supposed to forgive me. You know what I'm saying? I've been in that argument enough.
It don't
Oh,
work
and speaking of that, I'm glad you
Yeah.
said apology.
Yeah.
A lot of parents, especially black parents, don't apologize.
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't.
yeah. It's like, I was wrong. Get over it. We here now, and it's like, nah, we can't.
dog, we need an official,
Yeah.
a formal, I'm sorry or I apologize for what I did.
Yeah, because I feel like touching back on what you said, if we're the generation with all the resources, we're able to do so. You know what I'm saying? If we're that generation, then I feel like we should be able to, like you said, have that mental. I feel like if we're the generation with all the resources and no courage, we should have the mental space to do us, to build up that courage to go out here and do that stuff, because we are hella inspired. Like we can get inspired to do some stuff. You know what I'm saying? We ain't afraid to die. We got all the we dying for fun, our generation. You know what I'm saying?
Sadly.
So like, but we are easily inspired and influenced. So if we could just get behind that, like, hey, give us that mental space to where I don't have to turn to the streets to find that love that my mom didn't give me.
Yeah, and economic opportunities too.
That too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of parents want, like you said, bro, want you to go work for the white man, and now all of a sudden, now our generation, we're making our own jobs.
Right.
And a lot of them aren't supporting it until we boom. The black community is one of those, you gotta prove your self-worth before we can help you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Before I invest in you, and sadly to even point out, you'll help get your kid $100,000 to make a poor investment into a college that they're going to drop out on and have to pay student loans on. But
Right.
if I say, hey, I want to start my own nonprofit at the age 18, can you give me $50,000 then? Or walk me to the bank and help me out? It's a no. You know what I'm saying?
So in other words,
Or let me say this to get the whole thing out. Or you got to present to them a business plan. You can't just go off the humbug like you will with college. College, they just accept you. That we ain't seen your transcripts. We just gonna take you as is. You don't need no clothes on this and the third, but you don't even need no plan. You want to apply for her, and you can change your mind. Boom. But with your parents, it's just like you will have to prove to them that this is what you want to do. This and the third. Boom, 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 boom. Because now it's quote unquote they money. You got to be serious with it. This and the third. sorry, bro.
No, you're all good.
I had to get that one out. That was burning.
So this conversation can go two different ways. So we can talk about how, one, black people don't want the responsibilities of revolution and the risk of revolution. The responsibility is what you're talking about. That like you have to prepare your kids to be able to advance further than you did. And then,
but you got to know what that advancement is, though. You can't just say you want them to advance, because you could cap out with your job at 40,000 and say you want your kid to be better than you, and your kid could cop out at 45,000 or 41,000. That's better than you. But what's that? You know what I'm saying?
Well, to Dr. Claude Anderson's point, we have to build our own businesses. It's a shame that we have kids and then we send them to other communities to find work.
Oh. Yeah, like I said, we're not even cultivating our entrepreneurs, because they got to go out and prove to the community that I'm worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Sadly.
But I'm sorry, because I cut you off. What was your second part? You said the responsibility of the revolution, and then what was the second part?
I think that was it with the businesses thing. It's like entrepreneurship for black people especially, it's a necessity, because there's no way that you can be a leader and then white folks are paying you. Because the people you fight, the people you when the people you fight is people paying you. So what's the first thing white supremacy gonna go after? Your livelihood, how you pay your bills. So you have to be independent. The problem is we don't want to set the proper foundation with our children. Like discipline, which is something that I'm working on, is the ability to do what needs to be done when it has to be done, whether you like it or not. We don't. A lot of black parents aren't even disciplined. They were taught you supposedly get a graduate high school, go to college, work for white folks. Well, the generation now, us, we know that's a recipe for failure. That's a recipe for disaster.
Or it don't even work. So you going to college for what? You could be going to college and then still work at Amazon for $15 an hour.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what's really the point?
You know?
So it's one of those things. We have to be able to support ourselves. That's the first thing. Black economics. I don't know how many years gonna go by until we figure that out. It starts with two things: education and economics. So now we're education. The question is, what are we preparing our children to do? What are we educating them to do? Are we educating them to work for white folk, or are we educating them to build businesses and work for ourselves? That's the question. And the parents can't teach the kids to do that if they don't even do it, and if they don't know how to do it.
I feel that. I do feel like a lot falls on the parent. Like the generation before us, I feel on the tip taught us our morals and values. You know what I'm saying? Y'all taught us that being whack or even allowing the 9 to 5 to be pushed aside by the now drug dealer. That mugs going to school like, bro, all I'm finna do is just push this pack and make a living. Like, that's a straight profession now. So like, and like, females are taking that to say, okay. You know what I'm saying? And then and they turn and they like, I'm willing to ride and die for you. They turning that energy into like, I would say like, not necessarily stupidity, but like, that's crazy.
They just lowering their standards.
Yeah.
And we're out of our natural state. Let's just keep it a buck. We are out of our natural state.
I feel like that comes from females listening to trap music made by dudes.
That too.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that music wasn't even made for you to like be listening to, and then you got your kid listening to it, and then the trap songs, they talking about like killing people.
Yep.
And the girl like straight, she got the goals in, she
Oh my
She
God.
with it. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And it's just like you're a parent. Now
Right.
now what you teaching your son?
Right.
It's
You
Yep.
know what I'm
And
saying?
another part of toxic parenting, it was a woman who was twerking on video with her kids in the room around that.
I-
That's toxic parenting. And now,
I
based
don't
on
know
what you
you're
just
talking
said with the
about,
trap
but
music,
that is bad.
two things. Like David Banner said, if you want to know the consciousness and the state of mind of a people, look at the art / music.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
two, Brother Hassan brought up a good point. Gang, and like trap music. Do you know what they doing?
What?
They making songs about low key dissing their fans,
Yeah.
and we support it. I know J. Cole isn't a necessarily he's not a trap artist, a trap music, but he said, "And fucking your bitch like it's part of my ritual." Who is he talking about? Low key, his fans, who are not of that same socio-economic level that he is.
But you got people buying your albums, like willing to do whatever for you. But
And
yeah.
that's no shot at J. Cole. That's
Yeah.
just an example.
Right.
But like now all of a sudden you my fan, but yeah, I'm finna take your girl who probably been down for you since God knows how long. But it's like sometimes like people do get starstruck or things happen. Now all of a sudden you done piped it and you make a song about it and it hit. Now all of a sudden we got the I wish I had Jesse's girl. You know what I'm saying? Like come on, man. You can't do that, bro. And it's again, but our morals are corrupted. You know what I'm saying? So okay. So as young people in this car, we ain't pointing a finger at our parents, but we understand where it come from. Where does this issue stem from? Is it stemming from them not knowing what's going on? Where is toxic parenting stemming? What you got, Cam?
I'm gonna say white supremacy. You cannot separate individual behavior from the society. They go hand in hand. The reason why black men, like to your point, sell that package, because our economic base was taken out. 1970, they de-industrialized the inner city and the black community in general. They de-industrialized the high schools where you can graduate high school with a trade. Because guess what? You can't pay bills with a college degree, but guess what you can pay bills with? A trade, a skill where you can use your hands.
I feel that.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What you got, bro?
I would say toxic parenting in three words. I tell my kids, I would just say, just when parents are angry and don't have a positive outlet for them to do, they tend to just pour all that toxic.
Wait, into a child.
Yeah, they just tend to pour that into anything around them. And by the kid being closest to them all the time,
Yep.
boom.
That's kind of like.
You know what I'm saying?
I was trying to
So
say.
in other words, we need therapy.
Yeah.
Because we are literally out our state of mind. We are not in our natural state.
Yeah. What was you saying, Jay?
No, like what you were saying. I said that's what I was trying to say, but I just couldn't get it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just like parents let whatever with like when they go to work or when something happens in their personal life, it goes bad. They tend to just pour it out on us, and we don't seem to do anything wrong.
Yeah.
And I just be like, why are you always doing? They just try to make it seem like it's you. Every little thing you do, well, you didn't pick up that,
Yeah.
and a million people done already walked over it.
Yeah. I feel that.
But you coming at me, the only person you're coming at is me.
Right. And are you the oldest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm
it's
the
just
oldest
like-
too, so it'd be like that. Yeah.
And I just don't know what to do. So I just, you know what? Just go there. Go there.
I feel that, yeah. So that's what I feel like toxic parenting is, bro. Like just more so on the tip. When people just because a toxic person is just a person with all that just negative energy around them, and just whoever they buy, like that energy just kind of drip onto them. I think of it like a little bucket of water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Filled up to the top, and you trying to like once you shake it, it's gonna start like dripping and stuff. So so whatever is close, it's gonna like get wet. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like that's why I say like toxic parenting. Like your kids, you keep them close to you because they always around you 24/7. So now you're gonna be like, whatever affects your day, you're gonna pour it on them. Whenever you sad, you're gonna pour it on them.
What another black person? And then that, what does that go to? Like a black crime.
Yeah.
That could be another episode.
Yeah. That too. Like, say for instance, like they just get tired of it and just can't find any type of way to resolve it. They just go do criminal activity.
Yeah. Like that girl, like some people, like bro, some people be like letting it get like to the point where they throw their baby against the wall. You know what I'm saying? Where they killing kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I'm just saying that stuff happened.
Well, I'm glad we on this topic.
You know what I'm saying?
Just came to my mind. Have y'all heard of this woman named Peaches?
Yes. Oh my God.
I'm glad we on this topic because she's the perfect example of that.
Who is Peaches?
Peaches is a woman who had her two-year-old baby raped on her birthday and admitted it on video. I got the videos in my phone.
Oh my
I don't want to get too vulgar, but she said, I believe she said, she had that dude or she did it herself, put her fingers in her daughter's yes, that the midsection.
2 years old.
Yes.
When I heard stuff, it makes my heart like.
She let an old man rape her 2-year-old daughter.
And she did.
That's toxic parenting right there. That's when I say, that's what I mean when I say we not in our natural state.
Man,
To have that on video and to say that with no remorse.
She's very, very, very
I think she's famous
disgusting.
too.
She's famous, but she's very disgusting.
Famous, like infamous.
Yeah.
Yes. Very disgusting too.
That's crazy. No, I ain't heard nothing like that. I try to stick away from, but that's what I'm saying, man. Like, to the degree of what it is that we got to deal with, man, that's crazy. That threw me off. Okay.
I said I don't want to get too vulgar.
Yeah, man, because I'm like, because you can't even put
for
your.
the people to know.
That's crazy, man.
Because I don't want to post it on my IG, but
Nah,
I don't know
Nah,
if she's
'cause
really
Instagram,
been.
They gonna delete it.
Yeah,
And
I don't
then
know
they
if they
gonna
really
delete your
going
page.
like if black people, not even just social media. I don't know if black people are going to publicly dismiss her, shame her, and just be done with it.
Yeah, we like as a solution for the young people. I feel like we need to be the start of that. We got the cancel culture. We got the we ain't just no means no culture. We got all that. No, we ain't just like. I feel like we gonna be the generation to be like, nah, hey, bro, I ain't jamming with that. Y'all be over there. We gonna be over here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we gonna be the ones to push that narrative for like that. See, like segregation. That's gonna come back. I feel like with us. We gonna be cool with all blacks over here and all whites over there. I feel like that's it.
Should have never changed.
Yeah, I feel like that's where we going back to. Like, yeah, I'm cool on that, bro. I'm gonna stay over here, y'all stay over there, and we gonna be cool.
That was a mistake to trying to quote unquote integrate. That was a mistake, man. Cause guess what? We were doing better without them.
Yeah.
And they knew that.
Yeah.
But Negroes love white approval and white validation.
Yeah.
So now we're trying
Yeah.
to go back to the golden age when we should have never left.
Yeah. Okay.
The white man's ice is not colder, dog. Whatever.
Yeah. I was pretty people gonna catch that one. I know what you're talking about. Alright, man. Look, hey, this been another great conversation. Y'all really, man, y'all messed me up with that last one. Kind of threw me off, caught me off guard, for real. Wasn't expecting that one. I don't even want to eat peaches no more. But it's been another great episode, another great conversation. Y'all, thank you for listening. Please like, subscribe. We trying to do some things in the neighborhood, man. What's up? Oh, yeah, don't forget to comment down below, please. Tell me how you feel, you know what I'm saying? Tell us what's going on. This is the Who Is family, the Who Is culture, the Who Is narrative culture pushers. I myself, Artemis Caldwell, founder and CEO of Who Is Incorporated. You see the shirt. Y'all know Baby Jada, thank you for coming on for the first time. Y'all gonna be seeing her a lot. She gonna be making more debut appearances.
I
She
will.
our woman behind it. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. She gonna be our woman behind the market media. So again, thank you for coming on. I really do appreciate you. Welcome to the Who Is team. For real, for real.
Thanks.
Cam,
Cam,
it's always good to have you on the show. Always dropping gems, putting your input on the conversation, brother. You like a crowd pleaser.
Yeah.
Yeah. We like seeing your
appreciate
face.
that.
Yeah, most definitely, brother. Yeah, bro. Yeah, thank you for coming out, man. It's been great.
It's been a fun day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's this?